Hi everyone! Kamusta kayo dyan? Very good afternoon to those with us here sa Dubai. A very good evening din sa lahat ng mga naka-view sa atin sa Pilipinas. And a very, very good morning sa ibang bansa, lalong-lalo na sa parte ng Canada. Kamusta po ang lahat natin ng mga connecting kabayans? Cherry Love po ang inyong lingkod today for a special Balitaang OFW. And today's episode, ang pag-uusapan po natin ay kung paano pamahalaan ang mga utang. How to manage debts. Engengeng! Ayan, so live na po tayo ngayon. We have a special guest, a dear friend of mine, God sent to be here in the show, who can share with us her real life story from leaving the streets of Metro Manila to God's financial freedom at the age of 39. And meron po siyang designation of EPC, which means Early Planning Counselor and Financial Monitoring po ang kanyang ministry for a decade na. Wow, I'm so excited sa success ng kanyang mga finances, from challenges to success ng kanyang mga finances. She went through a lot of challenges but did not stop hoping that someday she can be financially free. So, eto actually, nakita niyo na siya sa ating previous episode. It's her second time to be here sa Balitaan. And we'll hear from her twice a month kasi nag-commit na po siya as per our offline conversation. And she just wanted to commit in the show twice a month kasi busy siya, but despite sa kanyang busy work, she's going to help our kabayans shed light, wisdom, at syempre karamihan sa atin ay problema talaga ang paghawak ng ating financial na aspect sa buhay, and even mabigyan lang tayo ng direksyon kasi lahat talaga tayo are lost. I for one is also able to admit kasi nga minsan lalong-lalo na mga babae may mga other expenses. So anyway, let's all welcome Madam Joem Balbiran Wainkoff. Hello to you. How are you, Joem? Kamusta? Thank you for waking up rich this morning.
Well, thank you, Cherry. It's a privilege and joy to be here. I'm so excited na you invited me again, and to God be the glory. So, itaas ko sa kanya ang show na to so I could be a vessel sa message niya today.
Wow. That was really a powerful, energetic intro. Ang dami pong nag-respond sa ating invitation, how to manage debts. So walang pinipili itong pera. So ngayon, it is a known fact sa lahat ng Pilipinos working abroad, yung mga OFWs or in the Philippines that are talagang working hard. Alam naman natin yan. Isa sa mga good vibes natin yan or character, behavior, that we are actually working hard para masuportaan yung ating family. Unfortunately, hindi po lahat nagiging successful. At kadalasan, they end up with a massive pile of debt. So ang aim po ng session natin, Madam Joem, is today para maintindihan natin, to understand the root, kung ano talaga itong root ng utang or debt, and how we can cultivate it so hindi tayo will end up rooted deeply but flourish healthily sa ating finances. So bago po tayo magsagot sa mga ilang katanungan, we will be inviting lahat ng mga naki-view na sa atin ngayon. We have a team who can accommodate yung mga questions nila, lalong-lalo na sa pandemya na hinaharap natin ngayon. So before we delve into this topic po, first let's understand from you, Ma'am Joem, bakit ikaw pa you're able to talk about utang? Anong meron sa'yo? Okay? Are you an expert on debt management? Sana don't, ha? The purpose of this question is actually para, maintindihan ng ating mga viewers. Kung bakit ikaw talaga ang in-invite namin dito sa Cherry Love Connecting Kabayan. Sige nga, go ahead.
Yeah, that's true kasi anong tawag dito, like me, before I will listen sa speaker, tatanungin ko muna sino ba tong speaker na to, lalo na financial. So, ano ba yung experience niya? Ano ba yung mga credibility niya? So, yeah, like as what you've said, I have a designation of elderly planning counselor. I have also licenses in mutual investment and insurances here in Canada. But before that, I gained that credentials, Cherry, I'm already on my way to financial freedom. I just use those platform as financial ministry to serve people, no? So among
Mm.
my story kasi is I came to Canada uh 20 or 19 years ago, August 1, 2011, before the 9/11, no? So I came here as a caregiver and zero money in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi my employer loaned me the fare, and yeah, like I came to Canada. My goal is to better my life. Kasi sa Pilipinas talagang hirap ako kahit magbili ng tawas para sa kilikili. Walang
Nakamaliit na bagay yun, ha?
oh yeah,
Tawas na tawas.
hindi
Ang
ko talaga
importante, ano, Ma'am
hindi
Joem, ang
yeah,
importante talagang health
yeah.
conscious ka pa rin.
Yeah, hindi ko makaya kahit yung tawas. Kaya nga, before ko magpunta man, mag-date man ako sa boyfriend ko, dadaan muna ako sa SM, mag-try ng mga ano na, sample sa,
Deodorant, iba-ibang deodorant,
that's
mga
right.
fragrances.
Kaya siguro nag-break up kami ng boyfriend ko. Sige, nahihilo siguro siya sa baho na iba-iba. But anyways, so yeah, like, as I've said, I work 16 hours dito sa Canada, but
Wow.
every end of the month,
Mm.
broke pa rin to think single, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that happened in my 6 years, but but in my I think it's in my fourth year that one day I was cleaning, no? I was cleaning sa isang building na to kasi yung trabaho ko is cleaning, and then I also study here. Then I was in an accounting position, but before going to my full-time job, meron akong cleaning
Mm.
before going to my full-time. And then one time, doon nagkaroon ako ng aha moment na ano ba tong ginagawa ko? Parang nag-change
Mm.
na ako ng postal code, right? Like I moved to a different place, Canada, but I thought I better my life, but parang I'm just slave for my death. Yun na nga,
Mm.
parang trabaho, bayad utang, parang is just a vicious cycle. So, and that's the time that dun, while I'm cleaning, nakita ko yung libro. Ang libro na yun is, again, I still remember to this date na, kasi sa cleaning ko na yun, Cherry,
Mm.
huminga lang ako at saka umutot, mawalan ako ng trabaho, ng oras. Kasi meron pa akong second job, di ba? So, just to do extra activity, mawalan akong trabaho.
Nakakatawa ka naman, Ma'am Joem, ha? Pero
Yeah,
that's actually so real. Go on.
yeah, that's
I
so
really
real.
like real stories.
Yeah, so yung distraction na yun, it really gives me an aha. Just like this pandemic, it too is a distraction. But if people make this pandemic into a fruitful one, they will this will be an opportunity. So yung distraction ko na yun, na kinuha ko yung libro, nagbasa ko, naka-end ako sa page na sabi doon, read the book of Solomon, written by the richest man in the world, Solomon,
Wow.
the book of wisdom. Sabi mo, doon ako
Mm.
nag-umpisa to research and investigate about debt and finances. So
Mhm.
yun. So again, nandyan lang sa mga viewers if credentials, because at the end of the day, kahit marami kang diploma pero hindi mo na-apply, wala din, right?
Correct.
So,
So
so
practical experience ang dinaanan mo, although you had a college degree or even a high school diploma, something like that, education. But then at the end of the world, you have to face the reality, especially when you started to work.
yes, that's true. That's true. It's really common sense and strategy, the
Okay.
application of, yes.
So now we already heard about a bit of your background.
Okay.
So ngayon, from hirap to, no, from tawas, which is hirap, and then ginhawa, hot, and now at least nakahinga ka na with the experience that you have slowly realized na parang hindi okay sa'yo na trabaho, kayod, pero walang abot. Okay.
Mhm.
Now let's all clear, Joem. Let's get into dissecting debts, utang. So we'll talk about the slides now that you can see on your screen. Okay, the slides that you have shared with us. Kung itong debt or utang, is it good? Is it bad? Or what do you think? What can you share for all of us?
Yeah, so first, you know ba, yung debt, I will compare it sa parang baril, di ba? Sa baril, before mo alam, kung hindi ka marunong maggamit sa baril, it's either it will cost the like lives, no? Kasi
Mm.
baril ka ng baril, hindi mo alam eh. Kaya nga
Mm.
you get license experience before you have a baril, or I don't have a baril, but let's say na lang driving, before you can drive, you go for a lesson and then
Mm.
testing and everything, pero walang nag-a-advise sa atin about that, right?
Mm,
Oh, right.
okay. Yes,
So right,
yes,
so
yes,
right
yes.
away ang first natin na experience sa debt is yung siguro mag-borrow ng tuition or mag-borrow ng bahay. Eh, usually, or sasakyan, usually yung mag-educate na sa atin is salespeople. Na I'm not putting them down, right? But
Mm.
again, parang more on yung debt is parang ano na sa atin, parang yeah,
Is it
nobody
already
asked you to.
considered as a lifestyle? Is it automatic right away?
Yes, parang wala talagang education, right? Like I've been
Ah,
to,
okay.
yeah, I studied in university, like Ateneo. You're my classmates there, but nobody, nobody educated about that, right? So
Mhm.
first is you have to understand what is debt and give the
Okay.
meaning of debt. Para bang tao siya. So ano pala tong debt? So actually, I give the meaning of debt, and I believe in the next slides. And the debt is like having your wants and needs, right?
Okay.
Having your wants and needs right away, where your future will either pay or gain. So see,
Okay.
akala lang natin yung utang is magbabayad tayo, pero hindi natin alam na ang utang pala pwede din natin gamitin na maasinso tayo.
Wow,
Right?
that's a good news. That's a good start, huh? So
Yes,
pwede na ako mag-utang ngayon.
yes. Just like sa question, right? Right? Kung wala kang, kung gusto mo maging engineer, wala kang pera, pwede kang umutang para sa tuition mo. So that
That's
is
correct.
good debt, right? That is good debt. So it just happens siguro yung parents natin may pera, they send us to school, pero kung walang pera yung parents mo, pwede ka naman mangutang, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's happened in the Philippines, but here in Canada, you can do that, right? I don't know in
Mhm.
Dubai. Second is placement fee. That's a good debt, right?
Mhm.
Oh, that's a good debt. Kasi paano ka asinso paano ka maka-abroad kung wala kang placement fee, just in case they're asking you.
Right.
But
Okay.
the next question there is, ano ba yung makukuha ko doon sa placement fee na yun? Kasi kung ang
Okay.
placement fee na yun, umutang ka ng 100,000, tapos sweldo mo siguro is 100,000, then 1 month pa lang, right? 1 month pa lang, bayad mo na yun. Pero kung hindi mo siya bayaran for 5 years, kung 6% ang interest doon, it will cost you 27,000 ang tubo. Pero kung
Mhm.
bayaran mo siya in a year, ang tubo lang doon is 5,000. Tapos
Right.
naka-approve ka na, right? Oh, so mas maganda sana wala tayong utang. But again, kung mahirap katulad ko na talagang walang-wala, I live in the street of Manila, then that's the way. Just like kung utang ka ng sasakyan, so ngayon, ano ba yung sasakyan? Pang Facebook ba siya? Pang show off ba? Or baka yung
Yes.
sasakyan na yun pang taxi, right?
Mm. Right.
So paano kung at least ginagamit mo siya pang income, at the same time, nag-ikot-ikot
Yes.
din, right? So yan.
Here's, I think, a brief example. Okay. Meron akong friend in the Philippines before. Gusto niyang bumili ng kotse.
Mhm.
Okay? Meron siyang pambili. That's not an
Mm,
issue. But
okay.
then, sabi niya sa akin, mahal naman ng gasolina. Eh, ba't ka pa bumili?
That's right. Yes. That's
So,
right.
what you're saying here, common sense. When you need of something, you gotta prepare to pay off whatever that something you need. in life. Say, for example, be responsible of that payment, or be responsible of that thing that you're getting,
That's
especially
correct.
if it involves financial.
Especially sa utang, yes. So, ang utang, para bang ngayon, mayroong mukha na yung utang. Na, ito
Mhm.
palang utang, makakabuti sa akin or makakasama. Kung makakabuti, then, go utang. Pero kung makakasama
Mhm.
din, wag, right? Tulad ba
What
ng,
if makakasama, but then pinasama pa? What can you advise them?
that's right. So, just like, maraming nag-iikot, no? Maraming nag-iikot na magbebenta ng real estate, right? Right?
Yes.
Real estate, and nothing wrong with that. I love
Okay.
I love real estate, and believe me, yung building na cleaning ko before,
Mhm.
across that building is I own it now.
Oh,
So
wow,
yeah, so
Jan,
I'm not bragging.
congratulations.
I'm not bragging. I'm just testifying how the Lord, no? So
Ah,
yung building na yon, inutang ko yon, pero yung utang na yon nagbabayad sa akin, nagbabayad sa utang niya. So imagine
yes.
kung mabayaran na niya yung utang niya, yung bayad na yon plus na sa akin, right?
Mhm.
Oh, so
Right.
yun yung good debt. Just like dito sa Canada, before kasi dito, I always tell people to minimize taxes kasi dito ang laki ng taxes. Halos kalahati ng kinikita mo, binibigay mo sa government. But the
Mm.
government is giving a chance to give back your money kung you take care of your retirement. So dalawa ang mahihit mo sa dito sa Canada ka nagstay. I'm so sure I'm not I heard in Dubai you're lucky there kasi wala kayong taxes, di ba?
Yes. Pero
Yes.
meron
So,
namang konti ngayon. I think 5%.
really? Okay, so
Yeah, so that's
yeah,
why we just have to abide with the government policy.
that's right.
And
So,
kahit na masakit, but I think we're used to that in the Philippines, Joem, right? Kasi
yes,
galing tayo sa country that has imposed
taxes.
tax. But
That's
then that's
correct.
why, I mean, like 13 years ago, before coming here, I always have this what do you call this? I always have this thinking to work abroad kasi tax free, lalo na sa Dubai dati. But then
Mm-hmm.
things changes, so that's
That's
how life is life now, especially
yes.
pag ngayong COVID. So we just
Okay.
have to adapt and really be very careful and responsible sa ating finances. Okay, so go on. You were saying that one of the ways to manage debt is through common sense.
Okay.
You're not saying that debt is bad. It could lead you to good. And there is this bad. What makes it bad?
Well, bad is if it's for show off, right? Lalo na ngayon sa may Facebook, social media. So yung Facebook, social media, it can either make you rich, it can either make you poor. Kung you
Mm.
want to show off, meron kang namatay pa dyan, di ba? Namatay sa Facebook, Facebook, pinahulog na pala
Yeah,
sa
well,
bangin,
sorry
right?
for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
nahulog,
That's right.
nalunod.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's not laughable, But what
yes.
I'm trying to say is, again, it's okay to, of course, you have to dream big. Kaya nga ang laki ng ano ko dyan. We have to dream big, but at the same token, we have to be financially healthy, and we have to be financially and debt educated. And
Okay.
ang basic lang talaga dyan is ano ba talaga ang utang? Kasi to be honest with you, my dad died when I was 15 years old. No? Kasi walang tumanggap sa kanya sa hospital kasi wala kaming pera. So
Sorry to hear that.
I really witnessed my dad died. So imagine iniwan niya yung mama ko na 5 ang anak, tagabenta ng newspaper, earning 260 pesos per day. And then dahil akong panganay, ako ang sasabihin niya, sige, magbayad ka na sa utang natin na 20,000, which is 20,000 is 500 parang pang shopping ko na. I'm not bragging, but that
Mm.
time, ako yung tagabayad ng utang na tag 1,000 lang ang maibibigay namin, and then it's so painful. So that is why, pero ang problema lang is hindi na-communicate ng mama ko na what is that. Kaya
I see.
so kahit nandito na ako sa Canada, I still have that cycle, and it's like a curse. That's why
Mm.
you have to stop that curse. So
Break it.
again, yes,
Break or stop it.
break.
Yes.
That's right. Kasi ang utang mapamana tulad ng yaman, mapamana, right?
Mhm.
So have common sense strategies, and yeah, and of
So,
course,
yeah, so
okay.
strategies, can you elaborate? Kasi, sorry to interrupt, meron ding mga nag-message po sa atin.
Okay.
Febs is watching over at New York.
Wow. Thank
She's
you.
just adding a
Thank you.
comment as to how to manage debt. So sabi niya, just to weigh the pros and the cons. So
Okay.
it's really like on the person.
Okay. So, debt, first of all, is again, yung common sense. Dapat alamin mo talaga kung ano yung debt. So first is, ang debt is having your needs and wants right now. Pero
Mm.
alam mo na in the future, it might pay you or gain you. So alam mo na yung common sense, right? Na ito
Mhm.
pala ang debt. Oh,
Okay.
na pwede yamanin ako, pwede din palubugin ako, mapobre. And then
Right.
ang
Correct.
strategies na is tulad ng pag ang nakita ko kasi na nahihirapan sa utang is pag maraming project, no? So tulad ngayon, tulad ko, no, nung 6 years ko dito, nag-aaral na ako dito, nagpapaaral pa ako sa Pilipinas, bumili pa ako ng bahay sa mama ko, kaya pala, kaya pala, 'di ba? So ang second is saan ka pala mag-base sa meaning ng debt?
Mm.
So kung wala kang manual, I have a manual and the name is Bible. Bible is basic instruction before leaving earth, no?
Mm.
Bible before leaving. So sa Genesis pa lang, si Lord gumawa ng project parang one step at a time, one day at a time. Baka yung one day ni Lord 7 years natin, right?
Mm.
Oh,
Mm. Yeah.
gusto kasi sa atin dami-dami. O di ba?
Mm.
O
Okay.
si Lord nga one day at a time. So ang strategy is pag meron tayong utang, dapat hindi tayo mabungga. Like, meron akong marami dito at one time, boom na boom, kahit sa States, boom na
Mm.
boom yung mortgage. So imagine yung utang nila sa bahay is 500,000. Pero tingnan mo ngayon kung mawalan tayo ng trabaho, ang binibigay lang ng government sa Pilipinas ito 6,000, dito sa Canada 2,000, I don't know sa States. So ang lifestyle natin pag may utang tayo, yung lifestyle ng pinakamurang income
Mm.
sa lugar mo. So yun ang strategy. So let's say may utang ka na again the sasakyan. So before ka mag-utang ng sasakyan, strategy, ano ba tong sasakyan na to? Pwede naman siguro akong mag-bike, pwede naman siguro akong maglakad, pero kailangan
Right.
ko ang sasakyan na to, it's because pang taxi ko, pang deliver ko ng pagkain or what, then sa business, then that is a strategy. So
Mhm.
just like me, I minimize my taxes here, and then the government refunded my tax, and that's the time I go tour and buy my bling bling, right?
Okay.
Pero
So
minimize,
you just finish first. What are the priority?
that's correct. Yes, that's priority. I'm
Priorities
sure.
pala. Kasi kahit maraming priorities yan, but need talaga yan. So there is no issue. Kasi may mga priorities na hindi naman kailangan, pero naging priority.
That's right. You just have to know what is really need and wants. And
Mm.
during this pandemic, it's the best time to review what is really need and wants. Baka yung yung baka meron ka pang phone sa bahay mo, meron ka namang cellphone. So siguro i-disregard mo na yung telephone mo sa bahay mo, may cellphone naman, right?
Mm. Mm.
So or
So,
baka
so paano ba, Joem? Say, for
uh,
example, my landline, my mobile. Are you suggesting that the landline will be cut off?
no, well, it depends upon your situation. Just like me, I have a business, but I realize why do I have to have a landline in my home and a cell phone as well? So I cut off my landline at home and I just keep my cell phone. Mm.
So that is your strategy.
That's my little bit strategy, but it mounted, right? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it mounted, yeah. So my biggest strategy really is using that to give me income, right? Tulad na ng farm ko. I borrow this, but I'm not the one paying. The one
Mm.
paying is my renter, that a farmer that like planted the farm here. Mm.
Ah, okay.
So yes, so that's my biggest strategy. But the small strategy is like my hair. Now, so pwede kang magkulay sa hair mo ngayon kung wala ka munang budget kasi may utang ka, right?
So you just have to buy the color tube at the supermarket and
Yes, so
color yourself, like by yourself without hiring or going to the salon. So that's your small strategy. You're
that's
saying.
right. Yes, a small. Like imagine if you're saving what 500, no, 500. Oh no, 1,000 pesos per month. and then increase 2% per year. In 20 years, you have 500,000.
Wow.
1,000. Yeah. So
Very
that's the thing.
encouraging.
Yes, because your guest last 2 weeks ago, Vince. No, he's a very good. I'm sorry, Vince. Hello, Vince. But when he said that he's young to start saving for retirement, hindi lang ako nakapag ano ba back in. But
Okay.
no, whatever age you are, time is your wealth. So
Wow.
yeah, imagine putting 1,000 pesos per month, 2% inflation in 20 years, a 6% return average in 20 years. You have $578 and 299 pesos.
So are you saying that, well, for example, I like what you said, 1,000, you're
Mm-hmm,
saving 1,000 in a month that will
mm-hmm,
actually have an interest after
mm-hmm.
6 years. Do you also encourage na pwede ka mag-open sa bank?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have to encourage everyone to really save, right? It's like kung mag-start kayo sa bank, why not, right? At least nandyan na, meron ka ng meron ng meron nang nag-assess sa'yo, right? Kasi kung pupunta ka sa stocks, and I should not be talking about that. Again, I have to have disclaimer that anything that I this one is just an information, okay? You have to go to your trusted financial advisor, and any
Mm. Mm.
damages because of this information, we are not credible, no? So yan,
Yeah.
tapos na tayo sa disclaimer. So yeah, pag mag-start ka muna para mag-test the water, right? Before ka mag-swimming, magte-test ka muna ng water eh. Then saka ka doon sa deep, right? So yeah, back to your question, yeah, you start with the bank, and then pag medyo makita mo na tumutubo na pera mo, then pwede ka na siguro sa mutual funds, sa stocks, right?
So it will eventually branch out. So that is also like a brilliant strategy on how
Yes,
to manage debt. So
yes,
you have mentioned common sense. It is not bad to have a debt, but make sure na you have a common sense which you need to prioritize. Then you can also come up with a strategy para tuloy ang energy sa iyong mga finances. And what's next? For this slide shown on the screen, what
yes,
is grace for you?
yeah.
Can you
So back,
expound that? Kasi
yes,
some
that's right.
people doesn't know what grace is all about.
That's right.
Is it a bank terminology somewhere that you have experienced, somewhere that you have just taken from somewhere?
Yeah,
Can you
okay.
explain that, Joem?
Yes, thank you, Sherry. So, back lang tayo doon sa strategy, a little bit lang. Yung strategy din is know the game plan kung saang country ka. Kasi in every country, there's a financial game plan, right? So, sa States, meron sila, IRS. I'm sorry. And here in dami din, sa Dubai, sa Philippines. So, know the game plan of the country where you're at, right?
Right.
Kasi kung galing ka sa Pilipinas, punta ka sa States, punta ka sa Dubai, punta ka sa Canada, punta ka sa Europe, hindi mo alam ang game plan doon, bili ka na lang bili or whatever, then you miss
Right.
that opportunity, right? So,
Mm.
yun yung strategy. Now sa Grace, in my decade of like advising people, like assisting people in their financial, is meron ding talagang maraming cases na kahit anong common sense, kahit anong strategy, wala talaga kaming magawa. But we just kneel down, no?
Mm.
Kasi to be honest with you, itong kahit hindi ka maniwala sa Bible, ay atheist ka, I don't care, but you have to have a core. Saan ba naka-base yung values mo? Sa pera. So, ang Bible kasi, it is money and possession is the second preferred topic. Grabe, second preferred topic. Money is mentioned in the Bible 800 times. Right? And in the proverb, it says there, kung if you will be in debt, buying your wants, there will be a time na kahit higaan mo, kukunin. Right?
Mm. Mm.
Proverbs 3, I believe, I'm not so good in memorizing those, but Proverbs 3, sabi pa nga, pag nag-cosign ka, right? Kasi ang dami ding mga parents nagko-cosign sa mga anak nila gusto magbili ng sasakyan. Eh ngayon, hindi nakabayad yung anak. Sila yung hinahabol ng collection agents,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
So grace, 80% grace kasi, yeah, like kahit anong trabaho mo, kahit anong strategy mo, walang blessing, wala din. So, again, you cannot receive grace kung meron kang kasalanan. Right? Kasi parang grace yan yun ang grace. May kasalanan ka, nakabangin yun. So sa grace, you have to repent. Baka may mga kulasisi ka. So pasensya na sa nasagasaan, pero ganun talaga, dalawang pamilya mo. Right? So baka sa ibang religion like Muslim, maybe they're allowed, but yeah, that's what I see. Those people that became bankrupt, it's because they have commit adultery, vices.
So you do believe in the movement of grace that is on the spiritual side. Now, for some people, actually, who are living in a practical side, what can you suggest for them?
That's right. That's why there's the common sense and strategy, right? The common sense and strategy. You kasi marami ding bahala na si Lord, bahala na. Binigyan naman tayo ng utak ni Lord. Right? Okay. Right? To bahala. Yun pala, if you really research what is bahala, it's like bathala. It's not really the Lord, it's bathala, yung maliliit. O sino-sino man yun. But again, I try not to mention Bible here, but you know what? I'll be hypocrite if I will not mention that. So I will not apologize. If you invite me here, I have to really mention where my basis is. And it's always go back to the book of Proverbs. And they don't have to believe. It's up to them. I'll pray for them.
You know what, Joem? Thank you so much for connecting with us here. This is basically a unique show, right? This is your real life story. Kaya
That's
nga,
right.
it's good na magpakatotoo kaysa meron kang mga tinatagong hindi totoo. Kasi
That's right.
paano na lang tayo magkaintindihan? Kasi if you're just like coming up with something like a story, how would the viewers believe? So that is why we're inviting you, as you have been going through lots of challenges. You mentioned to us that you have lived in streets of Manila. That was long time back, a decade ago perhaps. And then now you have landed to Canada without knowing kahit konting kaalaman, but you just have to strive hard, to start from the basic, to work as a cleaner, and then ngayon, you are now having a farm. What an inspiration! This is actually your strategy. Maybe sa mga nanonood ngayon, if you think you are in the same shoe kay Joem, then you can give us a comment. Meron din siguro kayong strategy that can relate to other people. That is why ito ang ating balitaan ngayon eh. It's how to manage debt. So you just mentioned common sense. Okay? Pangalawa, strategy. Pangatlo, kailangan ng grace. Now, na-mention mo na yung tatlong methods na manage mo basically yung finances mo that reach you in success or financial freedom nowadays. So, how can we avoid getting into debt? Paano kaya? Kasi hindi maiwasan talaga that, it's very tempting, lalong-lalo na pag may work ka, 3, 4, 5 ang credit cards mo, tapos na-approve pa ang loan mo. How?
That's right.
Maybe you can just actually like mention a few of the methods.
Yes, so you know what, like me, I have like clients na nagtatrabaho sa dealership, no? Pag I'm visiting them, talagang tatakbo ako kasi nakikita ko lang yung bagong sasakyan, naaamoy ko lang para so tatakbo talaga ako. So you know what? You have to know that you have to accept that we human. Sabi, that there's a never-ending wants and needs. And the moment you realize that there's no never-ending wants, then para bang sabihin mo lang, okay, kailangan ko ba tong debt na to? So it's just knowing that yun yung weakness ng mga tao. It's like the human wants is like the world of the dead na walang hangganan yung wants. So ngayon alam mo na, kahit ako ngayon, I stopped buying clothes kasi ang dami ko ng clothes. Lahat yata ng closet ko dito may clothes ko. Ang gawin ko na lang is parang parang nagsha-shopping na lang ako sa closet ko. Right?
So, you can just take whatever color, whatever kind, style of dress that you can kasi nandiyan na yan without going anymore to the
That's right. So,
supermarket.
hindi na, that's right. Kaya hindi na ako din, I don't access myself doon sa pagbili online ng dress. Ang taga-bili ko sa online, ang asawa ko, siya yung security guard ko. Right?
How sweet
So,
naman.
para sasabihin niya sa akin, how come you buy again? Right? Parang bodyguard ko, siya bang security guard ko? Bakit pagbili ka na naman ng damit, ang dami mo na? So, at the end of the day, again, para hindi ka mapunta sa debt, yung question mo, realize that, yeah, like, we human wants all those wants, pero pag i-check mo yung, tulad na lang ng decoration ko na to, I don't buy. Magtingin na lang ako doon sa mga, kasi tayo human consumption, kaya nga yung environment natin na nasisira na kasi we want to consume, brand. Oh, but so at the end of the day, ano ba yung i-define mo yung self mo? Ano ba yung success mo? Malaki bang bahay? Marami bang gamit pero marami namang utang, or gusto mo yung peace of mind, quality time, kasi the more utang you have, the more stressful you have. Paano kung maniningil na, right? So
Tama, lalo na sa panahon nitong pandemya. Ang daming lalabas na may utang. Ang bigat. Ang bigat at ang lalaki ng mga utang. Biruin mo for over 3 months for 3 months already. And we are still like in the pandemic stage.
Yes.
So we're just hoping and praying that we are on our way to recovery, lalong-lalo na nag-reopen na yung mga businesses. But then again, let us just stay positive and be hopeful. Yan
That's
lang po yung
correct.
ating mga prayers. So, yeah, maganda na nilinaw mo
Last na
talaga
lang.
sa amin.
That's right. Last na lang, Cherry. I just want to emphasize to people that need is provided by the Lord. Really. Kasi yung mama ko na lang na ang income niya before is $60, bakit niya na-feed kami? Right? The need is provided. Pero dahil sa wants natin, kaya tayo nagkaka-stress.
Right. That's actually very clear to me now. Need is very important than wants.
Need is provided.
Provided already.
Provided, like parang grasya yan, basta magtrabaho ka lang, huy, pwede ba maglaba ako sa iyo para makakain lang ako at saka anak ko? Merong mga ways, pwede ba ang dami talagang privilege ngayon.
So you're saying, Joem, madiskarte lang talaga sa buhay.
Yes, that's right. Diskarte lang sa buhay. Pero ang nakaka-stress is dahil mag-utang tayo na mag-utang sa wants. Yun lang.
Do you believe na yung utang pwedeng ma-investment?
Yes, of course. As I've said, yun na nga, kung gusto mo mag-aral, tapos gusto mong maging doktor ang anak mo, pero wala ka namang pera, mag-utang ka para pang doktor. So, in the future, imagine, yung kapatid ko, pinag-aral ko man kahit naghirap-hirap, ngayon doktor na dito. Yung isa kong kapatid din, doktor man siya na vet dyan, pero immigration consultant. So hindi ko man inutang yun, pero yun na nga, what I'm trying to say is, kaya tayo mag-abroad to better our family back home, right? Pero bigyan mo rin sila ng hangganan. Huwag mo silang iparasite. Kasi yun yung nakikita ko. Maraming OFW, 60 years old, naglilinis pa rin kasi pinapakain yung mga anak na 30 years old, 28 years old. Dahil
Hindi
love.
naman, Joem, hindi naman sa naging bitter ka or galit ka.
No.
You just want to impose what is right. Kasi minsan,
right.
It is our culture. It is culture yan Joem. I mean, okay, before, napapadala ako ng pera sa Pilipinas. But my sister encouraged me to also save for myself, which I did. And it helped me through my sister.
That's right. So
with you, what is your word sa, kasi hindi mo talaga maiwasan yan kaya nga nag-a-abroad para may ma-feed sa Pilipinas. How can you explain that?
That's really true. Like, that is the reason why we go abroad. Pero kung ginawa na nating parasite, sabi ko nga, 30 years old na, dyan pa rin sa bahay.
So is there like, okay, eto ang tanong. Kasi meron din akong friend, she is like single, and then, siya pa rin ang nag-feed sa kanilang family. At ang sabi niya one day, I really wanted to tell my family na pwedeng intindihin naman nila ako. Kasi may project ako and I wanted to get married. But they are still depending on me. What is your advice on that?
A very
Kasi
good
hindi
question.
lang yung friend ko. I know
Yes.
marami ngayon na nag-view sa
That's
atin.
that's right. Yeah, like yeah, you know what? Like that's why I work. They are our inspiration to to go abroad, right? Kasi tulad sa akin, I go abroad kasi I promised my sister na I send her to medical school. And I'm so happy because they have good life. But I give them ultimatum na I'll just send them for 10 years kasi doctor. But after that, I will not. It's because it's
Okay.
parasite, tough love. That's why Confucius said, give a man a fish, you feed him a day. But teach the man how to fish and you feed that man for the rest of his life. So different yung tough love at saka yung spoiling. Right? So culture natin ang magtulong pero hindi na yon hindi na hindi na rin hindi masama na yung mag-send pa rin para party, mag-send pa rin tingnan mo minsan puting-puti na glutathione, nothing wrong with that pero kung maghingi man sila it's because of that then let them work their butt off, right?
So, hindi ka tutol sa mga nagpapadala.
No, not of course.
Pero, hindi lang i-abuse or ipabebe something.
Oh, hindi forever. Encourage them kasi to be honest with you, baka mamatay ka. O pag namatay ka, paano sila? If you don't teach them how to fish, teach them how the work ethics, right? So, kahit nga dyan sa, ang basis mo again, Bible, lahat naman doon, nagtatrabaho, work hard, and you will be blessed. Work hard, and your hard work will be fruitful, right? So, sa mga kababayan natin, take care of yourself, lalo na pagtanda mo kasi pag-uwi mo, wala na, right?
Very nice, Joanne. Very encouraging and eye-opener sa lahat ng hindi pa namulat ang kanilang mga mata. Kasi I think this is the day, the episode, na pwedeng their lives will be transformed in, like, handling their financial aspect. Una, you mentioned about common sense. Simpleng bagay lang ito. Okay? It doesn't require anyone to be like educated or even non-educated, but it's actually a voluntary. This is my understanding of what you have shared to
Yes.
us. Pangalawa is just the right strategy. Kung ano yung pag-manage ng debts mo. Hindi siya good, hindi siya bad all the time,
Yes.
but you just know the responsibility to pay off of whatever need instead of the want that you have. Pangatlo is through the grace, like what you said, it's all in the Bible that you mentioned, and it's all with His approval and His grace that keeps on flowing. Tanong, meron ba sa buhay mo kung saan you've experienced a deep debt? Yung talagang sinabi mo, oh God, saan ka ba? Saan ba ako maghahanap ng pambayad nito? Did you experience that?
Oh yes, like as I've said daw, ito letter ko to ng 2006 eh.
And what is that letter all about? Can you please share it with us?
Yeah, like I just write a letter to the Lord, and this is in December. I believe this is December 2005 because I said, "Love you, Lord, and bless you" in 2006, and in my 10th year, less debts, more in good debts. I said here. So this is my testimony.
That
Na
is neat.
you know what? I just questioned what did I'm doing wrong? Bakit I worked so hard and then my utang? Then yun, I really research, investigate. I even hire a financial advisor that I pay. Though my ministry now is free and some people take it for granted. Pag ganun pala free, kaya pala yung university natin nagbabayad tayo para we will not take it for granted. But this is my ministry, no? So again, yeah, like I was, as I've said, 16 years old, 17 years old, ako yung tagabayad ng utang namin na napakalaki and tapos sasabihin sa akin na ito lang binabayad mo ne, 1,000, utang nyo 20,000. So I was ashamed of that and ashamed of that, and because ayoko kasing ipamana ko yung utang and I don't want the cycle of work that, then that is why I really study. I humble myself, and yeah, God's grace, I'm here.
Very inspirational. Thank you for that, Joem. What can you suggest to those who are overwhelmed with debt and have no other option but to get more debts, thereby digging themselves an even better or even deeper debt trap? Kasi may mga tao talaga dyan, no, who are in debt not because of wants, but because of authentic debts. Yan po ang ating question sa ating viewer na si Det M.
Yeah,
Like
thank you
those
for that.
people who just happened to have one bad turn after the other. What is your insight of that?
Yeah, thank you for the question. That's a very interesting question. And usually, nakikita ko na ang tao ma deep into debt sila, it's because of health, right? Lalo na sa mga countries na yung
Walang
bang
insurance.
walang insurance. That's right, right? So I'm
Health
so glad.
insurance.
Yeah, I'm so glad in here in Canada, libre yung hospitalization namin, kahit surgery and everything. So if you are in the Philippines, talagang mabaon ka talaga sa utang. So far, what, to be honest, wala namang nakulong sa utang, not unless nagnakaw ka. So stop digging. Stop digging your hindi pwede na hindi ka makapag, because as I've said, yung need mo ma-provide ni Lord eh. So yung debt, kaya yun yung grace. Kaya nga tatlo yung formula natin eh. Kasi sa grace, yun na yung ibig kong sabihin na kahit anong gawin natin, kung walang grace, yun yung we will still continue the course, and you passed that on to your next generation. That is why we really have to repent. Bakit ka nalulong sa debt? Bakit nalulong ka sa addiction, right? And everything. So yeah, like that is my experience in 12 years, and yeah, like, but because of authentic debts. So what is authentic debts? I think authentic debts is only like more of the health. Doon talaga nalulung. Marami akong narinig na binta yung mga lupa, mga kung ano-ano. It's because
Can you consider that, Joe? I'm sorry to interrupt. Can you consider that authentic debt? Education, apart from health.
Yes, I like that. Thank you for that question. Wow, I almost forget that. So, education. So ngayon, marami akong nakikita na mga kabataan natin, they go to school, it's because kailangan mag-aral. At saka napakamahal. So sa ngayon, sinasabihan ko yung mga kabataan na they have to volunteer, right? Like me. I really volunteer first sa mga mag-assess ng, kahit walang bayad sa akin, mag-assess ng filing ng taxes. So let's say they want to be, alam mo yung show na The Doctors? Sino yung pangalan ng The Doctors? Siya yung host doon. Emeret ba yung pangalan niya? Before he become a doctor, nag-volunteer siya as doon sa emergency, nag-volunteer. So nung nag-volunteer siya, nakita niya na yun pala ang gusto niyang maging doctor. So ikaw, as a parents, ano mo rin yung anak mo, ano bang gusto ng anak mo? Tulad ko ngayon, yung anak ko ayaw magpiano, ayaw ng ganito, pero he has a love of animals. So someday ipa-volunteer ko siya sa vet clinic. So back to education, sa ngayon, to be honest with you, marami namang online, and again, volunteer, and marami kasing nag-volunteer ka, nakita kanila, baka pag-aralin kanila. Kasi sa akin, to be honest with you, it's a grace. Kasi hindi naman ako matalino, hindi naman ako valedictorian, salutatorian. It just happened that when I go to looking for a school, I happened to sit across this person that study in Ateneo, and told me that, where are you going? We said we're looking for a job, and maybe for schooling. And she said, okay, come follow me. And that's the story why I ended up in Ateneo.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, it's what do you call this? Yeah, I did not know this person. Ano ba yung sa English tuloy?
So parang there was just like a light and a guidance
That's
na
right.
nakapasok ka sa Ateneo.
That's
Thank you for
correct.
that, Jo. And now we would like to make some greetings online, people who are watching right now. Thank you very much for joining us. How to manage debt. Ito po yung balitaan with Miss Jo M. Balbiran Weinkauf, live post from Canada, who is inspired to share her real life story sa kanyang pag-manage ng debts and also sa mga challenges that you went through. So maraming salamat, Aribi Vargas. Hello po, ma'am, sabi niya. And also kay
Thank
Enegri
you.
Garcia. Ma'am, thank you so much. Nanonood po siya sa atin. And also kay Febs BN. There's a comment also from Neil, straight from the Guru. Very practical tips. Life skills matter this 21st century and more so in this time of global recession caused by pandemic. Thank you. Takara also is watching. Debt is good as long as it will be used properly and wisely and lead you to achieve your goals and dreams. Kasi debt daw sometimes can also be your motivator. Talagang caps lock. So siguro merong utang to si Takara, naging motivator niya because you want to achieve something for good for the future. Once you've reached your goal, debts will be over. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. And priorities over wants. Comment po ni Febs. Sabi niya, been there too, that almost nothing, but by God's grace, nakapunta siya sa Amerika. And my only secret attitude deep inside, always be grateful and blessing in all aspects of your life will overflow. Now, that M also would like to comment. Sabi niya dito, with due respect, whether someone's sick at home, Jo M, with mounting hospital bills, and you have family to feed, students to send to school, God will not hand us money. How?
Yeah, very, very tough question, right? Like, yeah, yun na nga ang yung bang, as- like, I experienced that. As I've said, I witnessed my dad died, right? Like, at the age of 15, no hospital. We're waiting at the lobby of a government hospital for 5 hours. And so, yun yung magandang question yan. So, at the end of the day, is the Lord give us thoughts. So, yung, kasi minsan kasi, yung pera mahahanap eh. Right?
Mm.
But life cannot. So, at the end, at kung sabi niya na ang question may papakainin, then siguro para ano yun eh, lalo na siguro, lalo na kung anak mo yun, right?
Mm.
Oh my goodness, you have to do everything if that
Yeah,
is my
because I
child. And
believe nowadays, we believe na andyan siya, no? Kaya nga nandito tayo na may problema, may nag-pray na, tapos
that's true.
wala pa rin. What is your
Mhm.
practical thoughts about that?
Kaya nga maganda yung grace eh, 'di ba? Kasi ang grace give you peace, give
Mm.
you like ways, and then at the end parang grace yung parang siyang ticket mo na ma-overcome mo yung again yung whatever the Lord will hand it to you, right?
Mm.
Kasi ay grabe na tong tanong niya eh. Pagkain na, presyo na,
Mm.
pero nangyari yun, di ba? So, at the end of the day, kneel down. Kaya nga sabi ko 10% common sense, 10% strategy, 80% God's grace eh. Kasi
Mm.
many sa cases ko, I could not help, right? But at the end, bumabalik sila sa amin na everything's good now, Ate Joanne. Like, let's say,
Wow.
oh yeah, believe me, everything is lalo na yung mga prayerful people. That's why I could not come here without mentioning God's grace. I could not because at the
Okay.
end, yeah, it's really Him that I have to glorify of all
Thank you
the.
very much. Yes. So thank you for clarifying that. No matter whatever questions that we have received, but again, this is like your personal view. So you believe in grace, and I hope that those watching as well can also be believers of grace na naanan mo, because there are a lot of methods in practical ways as well that it's not about that talagang literal na i-hand
Mhm.
ng Panginoon ang pera, but then ikaw din mismo ang gagawa. 'Di ba? May kasabihan nga na nasa tao ang gawa, nasa Diyos ang awa. Because some people
Perfect.
are one tamad na lang. So this is, I believe, the question that deals with yung ating viewer na si Det M. Thank you
Because
for watching, Eileen. Yeah, you have to add something?
Eileen, here, I have to add something. It's because, imagine, I have no testimony to share kung hindi ko naranasan, right? So there's
Mm,
a joy. There's a joy if you're working on it, that the
mm.
Lord did not just put it in your mouth, right? Imagine the wisdom that you learn now because of those experience, and you move forward, whatever it is. Yes, Eileen Quijada, yeah.
Sabi nga ni Eileen, it's my
That's
dream to go Canada, but then I have in mind to know the financial game sa Canada. Paano ba daw pumunta ng Canada maliban sa paggamit ng eroplano? Ano?
that's right.
The financial game. Quick one.
Yeah.
Magandang question na to
Yes,
Go.
that's right. So, kung si Eileen gusto niyang magpunta sa Canada, unfortunately, I'm not, ang daming changes kasi ng policy to come to Canada. And my sister is the licensed immigration consultant for many years, and very credible kasi mahirap din. Maraming misleading ngayon, di ba? Hocus-pocus,
Tama,
get your
tama.
money.
Dami,
So, yeah,
dami. Okay.
yeah, so i-google lang niya, at saka there's questions doon sa website Canada Assist. Canada Assist that say, who are interested, just message me.
Mhm.
Again, hindi ko yan, that's not my business. But yeah, if she wants to come to Canada, that's the way. And if she wants to know the financial game, they just have to connect here in Cherry Love Dubai, right? Yes.
Thank you very much. So, anyway, again to Eileen, it's always appreciated that you have a dream to go to Canada. You can reach out also to Joem for more of the questions. PM is the key though.
Yeah,
Kung
yeah,
may
PM.
mga questions po siya. So just a very quick summary ng how to manage debt apart from the ones that you have shared. Just to encourage yung ating mga viewers ngayon, connecting kabayans dito sa Cherry Love all over the world. Joem, before you go, just really like give us a practical view, a summary on how you can help our kabayans. Not
Okay.
because of where you are right now. This is just a drive to inspire them, but
Yes.
also put themselves to the situation right now. Lalo-lalo na sa ating panahon ng pandemya.
That's right. Well, there's always hope. Whatever financial situation you're in, there is always hope. Don't give that hope, right? Be humble. Ask someone, ask an expert. And you know what? I just plugged in my book.
Oh,
Soon
wow.
it will,
Sige, plug mo. Go.
yeah. So soon it will go out. I'll give it for free. Especially those viewers. Just message Sherry, and I'll send this. This is my just my experience. Thought pick. Having the right thought pick, a higher risk, right? Three steps in claiming and keeping God's wealth, boom or bust. No, so again, thank you for watching, and thank you for inviting me here, Sherry. It's my joy, and I'm humble that you asked me here. Yeah.
Thank you also for your time, Joem. That was really very helpful. Very nice tools that you have shared on how we can manage our debts, especially in this time of crisis. And even when crisis will be over, we will always remember what you have shared, and even those common sense strategies,
See,
grace,
please.
and even hope na hindi lang talaga mawalan ang bawat isa. So maraming salamat for waking up rich today. I know it's still early there in Canada. And we'll see you the last Saturday of this month for another
Oh,
interesting topic as to a financial check. Kung ano man yung dapat mai-post natin sa page para magabayan ang ating mga connecting kababayan. So, be safe. Regards to your family. May gusto ka bang batiin from Philippines or your network
um,
there in Canada? Go ahead.
well, thank you. We only have 1 minute. I just want to say thank you to all who are watching. And yeah, if you're in Butuan, if you're watching, I support someone. I'm investing into small businesses. So meron tayong nasuportahan dyan na uh, a woman that's selling morongay. So if they're watching, I told them to give that, and to give some of morongay. So yeah, thank you very much again for watching, and I hope they're blessed.
Thank you so much, Joem. So that's it po, mga Connecting Kabayans dito sa Cherry Love. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Happy Father's Day for tomorrow. Happy Father's Day to your hubby, ha, Joem.
Okay, that's right.
Dapat
Yes.
maganda ka na ng something special para sa kanya. And you
Oh
can
yeah.
go out with your family as well, with your lovely daughter. Okay, thank you and have a blessed work week ahead, everyone. Thanks for watching. This has
Thank
been
you.
your Cherry Love.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Cherry.